Hello and good sort of morning. It is about probably like 10 at this point, and it is the start of week 9 of Goofy's Race and a Half Challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's video. Some things that were left out of that video because I lost the content. I couldn't find the videos that I had videoed, was my 10-mile long run, as well as the evening, I should say, in which I ran with my best friend Annie, who is in her taper for New York City. We ran home from work that night, and it was a torrential downpour. The winds were insane. I would only ever run in those conditions for Annie. I usually will not run in those rain conditions unless there is a delicious bagel and a medal waiting for me at the end of it. But I ran with her and got those runs done, but I lost all the footage, so you didn't get to see them. But here we are. It is week 9. We closed Tartuffe this weekend, and then it gives me some open time and open space because I am not doing Christmas Carol like I normally do every year. I am taking a break from Christmas Carol and going to focus on my training, going to focus on working and getting all of that cash money for Disney, because you guys all know we might as well take out 3rd, 4th, 5th mortgage on our homes to pay for these Run Disney races. So I'm happy to have the break, to be honest. I've done Christmas Carol 5 years in a row now, 6 years in a row. And so I will be happy to just enjoy the holiday season in a different way. So, all right, 45-minute maintenance run. Let's do it. It is Tuesday for a second. All right, let's get on that run. Okay, you guys, hi. Hello again. You're catching me in the midst of my 15-mile long run. I'm actually taking just a quick break because there's a lot of tourists on bikes, and I just want them to kind of like give some distance between myself and them. But it's so gorgeous out. I have to be honest, I completely misread the weather, and I am in running leggings. So it's warm out, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'm out here, I'm kicking it, I'm doing it. These are Fabletics. I'm actually giving them a test run to see how well Fabletics hold up in a run. But so far so good. They haven't rolled down, they haven't slid down, and it's more than I can say about my Athleta pants that I wore in the New York City Marathon last year. So I am about 3 miles into this 15-miler. The first 10 are going to be completely solo, and then my friend Tracy is meeting me for the last 5. So you get by with a little help from your friends. But how to get this long run on a Wednesday, which is not normally when I do something like this, but I've got my final weekend of my show, and it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday run. And so I have to focus on that, and I won't have a allotted time to be able to get this run in. So here we go. Get these miles. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Woohoo! All right, check-in time. I am at mile 7. I took my nutrition at mile 5, so what I'm looking to try to do is take my nutrition every 5 miles, and what I am nutritioning on is the RX nut butter bars. And if you watch Heather Jurgensen, go find your awesome podcast, who I'm always listening to, or her YouTube channel, Running with Grace. Go find your awesome over there as well. She'll have all the links to the podcast and all that good stuff. But just YouTube Heather Jurgensen, and she'll be the first name that pops up. Subscribe to her channel because you will not be sorry you did. She is an amazing run coach, an amazing athlete, so much wisdom. I adore her. But that's who I found out about these babies with. And they're delicious, so I'm super excited to be using those today because they're working out really, really, really well. I'm gonna meet Tracy and keep on trucking. I'm doing 20-30s as my intervals. That's keeping me roughly around an 11:15, 11:30 pace, and it feels good. My legs feel good. It's cooling off, so now I'm not so mad that I wore these leggings. And 7 miles in and no slipping. So yes, Fabletics, way to get it. All right, I'll talk to you guys in just a bit. All right, peace. Good morning, friends. It is almost 9:45. You are actually joining me in the midst of this last maintenance run of the week because I did that 15-miler on Wednesday. So it is Saturday. I have 2 classes to teach today, so I'm getting my maintenance run in before I teach those classes because I'm going to take a Pilates class for myself. I've been feeling my back a little bit, and I know it's because I have not been focusing on my core the way that I should, and I'm digging deep and putting myself into those Pilates classes. So I'm actually here in Brooklyn, which I've given you the most not beautiful street in Brooklyn, but Brooklyn, Williamsburg is a beautiful place, and I just happen to be down here in Grand Theft Auto land, and yeah, so but I am on my way back over the Pulaski Bridge. It is Marathon Week, by the way, New York City Marathon Week. I will not be running it this year. I do plan on running it in 2020 again, but I am going to be with Lululemon and Prehab at the cheer table at mile 23. But we'll have a little bit more this week coming up about the New York City Marathon because Annie is running it. Finally, she has rehabbed herself back to health, and she is going to enjoy this week, and I'm going to be there with her every step of the way. So I'm going to finish up this run, grab some much needed coffee and a blueberry muffin because that's what my run body is craving at this moment. So I'll see you guys on the other half of the Pulaski Bridge. Coffee acquired, 4-mile run done. It's cool outside, but there's some humidity. I started out in a long sleeve top, and now I'm in my tank top. Still have my buff around my neck though, because my body temperature is definitely going to start to slowly cool down. But I'm back in Queens over that Pulaski Bridge. That is bridge number 2 in the New York City Marathon, and it's right at the 13-mile mark. So when you reach the middle of that bridge, which is roughly only about a 0.41 miles long, you hit that 13-mile mark. And I have to say, during the New York City Marathon, I'm pretty sure I PR'd my half marathon. I have to go back and look at my stats, but I'm almost positive because the crowd support is so insane that it just carries you. But we'll talk more about the New York City Marathon, like I said, in the coming week. Just get pumped up and ready for New York City. For all my wine and diners, have the best weekend. Marine Corps Marathon, oh my gosh, Laura over at Joyful Miles, you're kicking so much butt. You're gonna do amazing. You have done amazing because by the time this drops, you will have ran it. So I just send all my love out to all of you guys. That's it. That is week 9 of Goofy's Race and a Half Challenge. Not much to report, really. Had a great week. Got that 15-miler in, which felt great. And just moving forward, November is our biggest training month yet. All the miles, all the time in November. But luckily I will be on a little rest and recovery from the show, not doing Christmas carols, so that gives me 2 months of just Christmas bliss and rest, and it'll be so lovely. And I will see you guys next week. All right, cheers you guys, bye.